I promised Marco that I'm going to give him back at least 3 minutes of the time, since we're running a bit behind schedule. But while we get the mic, thank you. While we get the mic, first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Antonio Gagliardi. I'm the CEO and co-founder of CompareEuropeGroup. Let me spend maybe 10 seconds just to say how excited I am to have the opportunity to present CompareEuropeGroup here at NOAH today. In particular, because I believe that by a distance, we are the youngest company on this great fintech panel today. We only started last year. However, notwithstanding that, we only started last year. First of all, we're growing very fast. Second, we are doing so in a business model, which is financial comparison. There is profitable, proven, and scalable, which we obviously like a lot. And third, we're going after a very, very large opportunity across Europe in markets where there is basically little to no competition. So if you think about Europe, there are markets like Germany, for example, where you have the likes of Check24, and those are not the markets we like because they're competitive, but there's a bunch of markets where we really, really believe we can build a winning financial comparison platform. But maybe taking a step back, what is our mission and what is the problem we're trying to solve? So our mission is quite simple at its core. We want to help users to compare, select, get, and manage their banking, insurance, and home services products. So we're trying to solve a quite fundamental challenge on two sides of the equation. On the left-hand side, we have consumers around Europe that need car insurance, need credit cards, need loans. But in many markets, and believe me, this is true, they just can't compare it. So if my father is not a good example because in Italy there is such thing, but in many countries, if someone wants to get a car insurance and wants to get quotes, the only alternative he or she has is to go to multiple sites and try to find one, or to go to the branches or to the agents. There is no comparison, and this is what we're trying to build. On the other side of the equation, which is on the provider side, basically banks, insurance companies, telco companies want to acquire customers, and that's where we help. As mentioned before, we go deeper than a classic financial comparison site, in the sense that we don't only offer comparison. Why? Because you don't unlock the full value only by comparing products. You offer full value if you help people select the right product. What does it mean? If you make 1,000 euros, there's no point in me showing you an American Express Platinum, because anyway you won't get it. So we try to refine and personalize the recommendation, and we help people to apply and buy the product, and over time, which is not something we do today, but over time, manage holistically the portfolio. For example, cancellation, renewals, upgrades, etc. We do so throughout a number of products, banking, insurance, and home services, and we can monetize, as you can understand, on clicks, on leads, on finishing customers, and in the future as well on data and advertising. As I was saying, the opportunity is huge. So there's over 10 markets, there's actually 15 to 20 markets in Europe where there is no financial comparison player. So this is a fantastic opportunity for us to catch. Altogether, these markets have 250 million potential people. 250 million, just to be clear, is more than Germany, UK, Italy, and Spain put together. It's a lot of markets with a lot of population. Online penetration is very high. In some of these countries, like the Nordics, for example, is 95%. And the addressable market, which is the acquisition cost for the banks and insurance companies, is north of 15 billion. So very, very big market. So why are we different? We are scaling the business model on a regional basis. So the players like Check24 or Money Supermarket are in one large market, domestic typically, while we're trying to do this on a pan-European basis because there's quite a bit of synergies. We are international as a consequence. Our people are very international. We go deeper in the value chain, not only comparison, and we have a very, very experienced team in financial comparison and in the banking and telco sectors. So after only 1 year, we have 6 offices in Europe and more to come. The UK is just a headquarter. We don't compete there because it's a very mature market from a financial comparison perspective. We operate today in the Nordics, Denmark, Finland, and Norway, in Portugal and in Belgium, and we're opening more offices as we speak. In the last year, we went from 10 to over 100 people. As I mentioned before, we're a very, very international group. We have people from already 12 nationalities, 100 people from 12 nationalities. And the team is really one of our key strengths, because we have people that really, really understand and have done financial comparison. So, for example, our head of sales, Stuart Glendinning, was employee number 2 at Money Supermarket. For those of you who don't know, Money Supermarket is the largest financial comparison company in Europe. It's a listed company. It's worth almost 3 billion. Stuart started it basically with Mr. Nixon, the founder of the company. And then at the local level, which is very important to deliver on the result, we have a very strong group of leaders on the ground that come from the industry. For example, our MD of Finland was COO at Santander in Finland, from ING, or for more structured background like McKinsey, BCG, Goldman Sachs. The revenue growth in this index number has been quite impressive. I'm very, very happy with how we're doing, and most importantly, it's continuing over time. We're growing more than 30% month on month. We already compare a number of products among those verticals, and we will add more over time, just a matter of focus and growing. But the trajectory is really what we like to see, is really exciting. So this is the closure. So in synthesis, we are at the beginning of a very exciting journey. It's a big opportunity, and it's a model that really, really helps people save money, save time, and get the best product. So as promised, I'm giving back to Marco 2 minutes and 20 seconds of the time. I hope everything is good.
You're presenting like you're driving cars in Italy, right?
Yes.